Except for one.
Hey, you're making
Chase Gordon had 45 points. That's what happened.
He only shot one long one yesterday. It wasn't even that long.
It wasn't me.
Seriously?
That's funny, Taylor.
Mr. Schneider.
And I said, did 17 minutes. He did. Four within.
So should we guys send it in? My examples.
I need to talk to Mr. Schneider.
That I have to wait longer.
Careful, Daniel. There's liquid back here.
I have to wait longer for them to come back because she hasn't sent them in yet.
Don't pay.
Not really.
When's your thingy?
March, but if I have to redo it,
You won't.
I might have
You
to.
won't have to.
I've screwed up the last 3 years.
Am I allowed to move this?
No.
Mr. Schneider, do you have any thumbs?
Tums?
Yes.
I do. Tum.
I meant with you.
No.
You know Pop-Tarts aren't healthy.
I sung it too high.
What?
Pop-Tarts aren't healthy at all.
Sorry, Jamie.
I don't remember the last time I had a Pop-Tart.
Oh. They sell those at Claus?
Last night.
Those the cookies.
I think at my grandma's house over Thanksgiving.
I'm about to go to the store. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get the top part.
Hey, you want to know something?
You can be 12? Erica, what's he at? What did you do?
16, actually.
Hey,
What?
Mrs. Schneider. I did what you told me to on Friday. You told me to take all my anger out while I was playing basketball, and I did.
You actually did.
How'd that feel?
Great.
But
Because I was so mad.
She's still mad at me though.
Are you still a guy, Daniel?
No. I didn't do anything to her.
Automatic.
I didn't do anything. She just freaked out at me. Hey, Miss Collins should be back today.
Yes.
I just want to comment.
She sent me a contact this morning though. She's got a meeting that just came up this morning, so
We
she
don't.
might be a couple minutes late.
No, she can't be.
Punch you in the face next time, Hunter.
Not for anybody.
Well, you know what they say.
What? How does that
Well,
go?
it's like a doorknob.
Everybody sounds something. Everybody sounds something.
Everybody, pass them all around. Hey,
That's not real.
everybody. Ain't gonna be no
Yeah, Gracie. I told you.
Yeah,
Taylor
Ethan
told you.
will.
They had the same records, right? That's what my partner goes.
What?
They're both
Hey,
like 7 and 2.
boys, move your chair.
Hey.
One of them was 7 and 2, and the other one was 7 and 2.
Yeah. Stop! Who's looking at you? I'm just gonna sit here.
How you doing today?
Good. Dude, I need to pee. Can I go to the bathroom really?
Why did you do that in your team?
We have time because I was voting for Cole. Vote for Cole.
What are we voting for?
Player of the
Player of the week in South Dakota for basketball.
Cole who?
Cole.
The ugly
He's
lady.
from
Bryson.
He's a pretty lady.
Cole is a pretty lady.
Not that pretty.
We established this like last year.
His name starts. His
Paige
last
went
name starts with an
upstairs.
F.
Now I'm going back downstairs.
Oh, not that Cole?
She's back to the usual routine. Always coming upstairs and then going back down the
Okay.
stairs.
I changed my team's intentions.
There's probably another update.
Everybody is the Packers and the Vikings are
Go ahead, Dan. I'm the Bears.
Dude,
Are you in your group?
No.
Our group's from last time, I bet.
You think?
Hey, my group, come on here.
They might not have.
Erica.
Oh yeah. Come over here. It's already naked.
Now.
Hunter, come here.
We all sat at different tables. What else can we do?
What are we
Same.
doing?
Gang in your groupie last time.
Harper, your favorite person is coming. I'm in the middle because I'm the middle.
Wow.
Because you're the woman, is that what you said? Liz Charger. We equals.
Equal rights for women.
No!
No.
God, no! Oh, please, God,
Robert.
No.
Look at this. Ready.
no! Equal rights for pilots.
Yeah, I was gonna do Bill on Friday and they're both on.
Ah.
Good. It's good.
You stack those?
Who's in my life?
Careful, my iPad's on it too.
You just gotta keep voting.
I don't want my iPad
That's
to
the
show
number
up.
one fan.
Wait, where's your iPad?
Do you even know the kid?
Yeah, Daniel, I do. I've
think
known
it's
you
even
for a
down there.
year now.
No,
Thanks.
because Paige is in
Whole
it.
year.
Oh my
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
Yes. No.
No.
Yes.
See, Taylor knows what's up.
Dislike this.
Yes.
Yep.
Trump for
No.
We need a different one. This one right there.
Too bad I'm.
It's short, but. Funny joke.
Funny joke.
Jamin, hang on a second, Mr. Schneider's gonna get them all started. Okay? And then we'll just, you're good, just stay there.
No, I've honestly gotten so used to it by now. Like, I'm just gonna wait till I get another.
We'll do that in a minute.
I love.
And also,
You guys are supposed to have stuff turned in?
wrong with my
Yeah, we were
my headphones
supposed to.
after
Is that happened?
Yeah.
anybody cares. I'm just gonna wait till another phone because I don't want to spend money to fix the screen
Because it's
and.
That part, and
See, that's how the
Oh, I'm assuming we're in groups again.
yeah, and because he
Mine will never
didn't.
crack me.
To do what?
My mom
Kill
sells
ourselves.
literally.
Oh, okay.
Because like he could not beat me no matter how hard he tried. Like one race, I didn't even see him. Like it goes like a
We
rank
continue working on the thing last time.
Daniel, if you wait just a second, he's going to do everybody all at the same time.
Okay.
I think Isabel leaves 14 in that. Four
Why
back
don't you
here.
drive into a gas station? Like, okay, there's a gas station right there.
7 and 3 is 10. Not working.
Because I was that far ahead of him.
Alright.
And then another one's like, alright, right into that gas station.
Sophomores,
What?
are we settled?
Kind of.
It kinda doesn't sound like you're settled. I see turned in and the number 12.
I turned it at mine.
Penguin.
Did you guys say?
Right next to the words due January 15th.
That was 5 days ago.
Yeah, I turned it.
Did you guys all say where I turned it in?
This page.
Oh, I'm just making sure.
Isabel and
Sophomores,
Schneider.
stop talking so he doesn't have to repeat himself 14 times.
If you haven't paid attention enough to notice, I don't repeat things 14 times. Ty.
Huh?
And.
Yep.
What'd she just say?
I don't know.
Like awful loud?
Okay.
You don't know because when teachers get loud, you don't give a damn. And that's a problem. Okay? Ty, Isabel, and Trevor have not turned in their assignment yet.
Excuse me?
Isabel's not here.
Right.
I know.
But remember what we told you guys, make sure everybody has a copy.
Does that change the facts?
No.
No. This one?
Great.
So, at this point, you're supposed to have a spreadsheet. You're supposed to have manipulated it. You're supposed to have been looking at the traits and our results. You're supposed to have totals everywhere. What else were you supposed to have done?
Not touch it.
Is that it?
Something with percentages.
Yes. And you were given a rubric, and you were given a paragraph or two of instructions, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did you keep those in mind while you did your work?
Yes.
Did you have them
Kinda.
open and check back and look at them several times?
Yes.
So that you know for sure, when we pop up that rubric and score you, you got an A at least, possibly even 100. Question mark.
We don't because we didn't get done.
Yeah. You got a little bit left to do, some of us.
I don't think they care.
So
at
the
this
last 8 minutes were nothing? They didn't exist?
Nope.
You said we couldn't work.
or
on
you
it.
chose not to use those?
Yeah, this is fair.
Told them not to.
Yeah, you guys told us not to touch them at all.
So some of you listen. Some
I
of
didn't
the
even
time.
look at it.
Okay.
So I didn't even start my computer this weekend.
Number of subjects was differentiated by male and female and by grade. And the total numbers and percentages based on gender and grade. And you worked in a copy. And you worked together, not separately. All of those happened? Or no?
I'm just watching you. I'm giving you eye contact because they're not.
So how far behind are you?
Probably a lot.
Because we need to move on. We
I
gotta
think-
use this data, and we need that stuff done,
I don't think it's gonna matter. At this
so that we can use this data.
For what?
And what happened last time we had to have data and use it again afterwards?
It blew up.
Do you remember?
It blew up.
We made you switch and use other people's data?
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
Not good.
I think it'll work better this time.
It's
Don't
not.
give them ideas.
Some of it's gonna be done.
Did you get the point that you are a cog in the wheel and you have to have your stuff done because somebody else might need it?
Well, if someone else needs my work, they can just, I don't know.
Some of you are plastic cogs in the wheel and you snap.
Over it.
Go away.
No.
Move on. Get going. What, we can give them 20 minutes?
To do what?
Can you be done in 15?
No, now here's the deal with this. We're not going, no, you're a much better productive machine today than you were the other day.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm
You will.
6 hours of sleep.
That's okay, Alex, because they said you wouldn't let him do anything anyway.
So,
Is that Mrs.
That's Mrs. Keller.
no.
I'm a star.
Ah, good deal.
It's Obama.
I told you they missed you.
He's like, is that Miss Carter? I'm like, no, Paige, it's Obama.
So, you have until 11:30
You moron.
I didn't.
to make this right.
Okay, Taylor's computer.
And then we're gonna pass your data. And then you're gonna do more analyzing.
Analyzing.
Okay.
No.
You have it all. Why don't you tell me?
Because we both have it.
So,
You need to
like we talked about yesterday,
get your notebooks and get your
So we need the percentage.
analyze, I don't know if you got into the software class.
And
but the written instructions.
Squeeze.
They don't have total numbers and percentages based on
Not
gender
even.
and grade.
Oh, really?
They were not.
how many the
working well together.
percentages?
And we didn't want them to do it on their own because one person was working nobody else.
We have a graph or chart, right?
So,
Yes.
what about having not touched it since
Why?
class? And all of the graphs or charts. Hold us right before you got
Get them all.
done. 20 minutes. So,
Harder was just do one?
Do I? Can you do a pie chart to have it all in one?
sure. That's not a bad idea.
Did you not hear her?
If and when you're bored, you can start.
How many do we have to have? 3?
Do you have access to the data? I gave that to you yesterday.
You did, so it's on my Google Docs now.
Sorry.
If you can start thinking about things that we should have them analyze, because that's what I'm gonna be doing at the same time.
Okay.
I say screw either way, we're gonna fail.
The combinations of traits.
Mason?
that they can
Yeah.
Data
Be
is
on my
represented.
nerves.
In my world, that's a
Data is represented in an appropriate graph,
total in Excel.
line, bar, pie chart, etc. This says pie chart.
But Mrs. Schneider said no pie charts the other day.
No, that's not what I said.
Yes, you did.
No, I said you needed to make sure that the chart you were choosing was the best chart for that piece of information. You guys all randomly went to the same chart because in your head that's easy to comprehend. But make sure that the chart you're choosing is the correct chart you're choosing. Not to mention, you have to have an explanation.
Would be a good chart for the total.
I don't know the answer to that. That's what you should talk about with your group. And that explanation should go with your charts. I like this part of the thing.
Graph has an appropriate title. The effect or independent variable.
one that we're, today's the
Grades
Wednesday.
and then the one
Graph
chart.
contains a key. Make sure we
looked
have
at
that.
yesterday.
You're not helping our situation here.
That's what he's down.
Isabel and Riley were
Hey, they're both gone.
Well, go.
That sucks.
Do you want Miss
Pretty
Kelly?
amazing, Jay.
I'm good.
Okay, so
I would say
today's
just put all the
I'm
grades
getting
and
this down
all
now.
the information up there. That's what I would say to do.
Oh, that felt good. Trap
Sorry.
Why is there water on the table?
Like what?
Can I drink it?
We need the percentages.
Can I drink it, Mrs. Schneider?
So I have the data as well.
No, I didn't.
One
Why did you type in you?
You went to enter that if you're
The U?
You for
The
what?
U for
How to
What does the U represent?
the U.
Oh.
Page. Duh.
We're gonna make sure we get to that.
And I'm stupid.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw away my phone.
You already have you right there.
If you get the labels.
Yeah, so leave it there.
What the thingy?
I'm getting it.
Sorry, Terry. I'm just gonna sit down and I'll stop questioning you.
No, you need to keep standing up.
I'll just do my own thing here.
Right click on your chart after you make it, and then
No, I
fiddle
don't.
with it. Tell it, no, not this, is that.
My socks.
31.
Well, that's not gonna help.
I prefer to pull it down and make the chart in Excel.
4, 2,
The kids said something about the work issue, but they coming back out.
What percent is that? That's not a percent. I'll get my calculator.
I have mine right here, but I don't feel like doing it.
Hey, give me my phone.
What did we need?
No, I already dropped it over there.
Do it.
Do it.
It's used as a calculator right now.
What?
Mine you want.
How's your
Put that in there.
Hold on.
Down chill. We have 20 minutes. It's only gonna take us 20 minutes to rate 4%.
And we have to have a pie chart.
We don't have to have freaking pie chart.
We have to have a chart with all the data.
We have a chart. Duh.
Not with all the data.
I'm done.
You should be.
I'm gonna kill you one day. So just wait for it. Just wait for it. I'm gonna come up and
Every
smack you
day.
across the head with like a freaking machete or katana or something. Or maybe I'll just hang you by your earlobes and just behead you.
Shut up.
Huh?
Don't steal mine.
Big 20 of information.
My katana.
There isn't even a December 34th.
It's gonna. Perfect. It's gonna.
They got the 34 and 35. I don't know where they got that.
Just try.
Where'd you get the
No,
January?
perfect.
starts, right? So
You're gonna.
Oh, are we just doing like just by adding and be like, this percent of the boys have
Mr. Schneider, will you come here, please?
when it gets warm.
What did you take? 12 out of 34?
Sounds like a good plan.
Oh, right here.
Kind of like
You can calculate 35.
when it rains.
It's easier than this.
How many classes for girls are left?
Is it really warm and sticky? Have you ever heard mom and dad say that, that it's sticky outside? Is that
You'll
where
do
that water
7 out of
is in the air,
11.
right? Okay. So when you ask
Any
us,
of these
how does it
things
form
look like they
out?
might relate to each other. Do you guys?
Same way? Do you suppose it's from this water down here?
Estimate
or the water
standard
that's in the
deviation.
dirt?
Oh, yeah, I remember those waves.
Is that
50
from all
and
the cold air, right?
The
So is it
standard.
this?
Deviation.
Yeah, that.
So,
How many
take a picture, you have to take
people are in
It worked for this one.
Do you not have, do you have room? You want me to do this?
might have
For 12 out of 34.
We'll
For
take a
12
picture.
out of 34.
Because you have 3 new plants now, you can afford it. Which is kind of cool, right?
Now can you write that?
Oh, hey, what is that?
You need to just first.
And I
You
like the
have to highlight
fact
stuff.
that those plants
Really?
are, they
Today
grow on
is
the
really
outside, so
tight.
you can see them.
Area?
Who cares?
No.
That's why I just closed the
I don't like
notification.
series. Series is
0%.
and then you could.
Mrs. Schneider, can we have some help here?
Probably
You
not.
know what? I'll just click the percent button. I'll get.
I'd say
See, it does it all by
You
itself.
two get out of here.
Completely different chart.
I'm good.
No,
Yeah. And you're still paying.
Oh,
You both are looking at me the same way. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm playing that.
I bet.
Send you 2 pictures to a text.
Really different than your.
What?
1,000,000%.
So that's,
Whoa!
I sent those.
Yeah.
Grow it, keep growing it out.
Have
You said sorry this morning. You are not sorry.
I'm gonna go help Jane or Paige real quick.
Go help me.
Help us real quick because we can't figure out the percent. One time when Taylor put 12 over 34 and then he did some magic, it's a January dash 00.
That's because his cell is formatted wrong.
And then
It's formatted for a date rather than real.
How do we fix that?
Yeah, it's click on the cell. Okay, right click on the
What
cell.
traits might
Just finish
like you have
Format cells.
that
And that'll give you all
you're
those
one
options.
Yeah, once we get.
So they're familiar to when you
We already have that changed.
what people might not have.
Okay, so this
Do you want a
fraction
percentage or do you want a number and then change it to a percentage? It's up to you.
Up to 2-digit fractions.
that.
Okay, what are you looking at?
Class.
What are we supposed to have?
Now it says 0.
Oh, you're waiting.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yay! We did it! Yay! But always saying
Looking at a relationship.
Good job, Taylor. So how did you do that?
Format cell. And I click fraction. Then I hit okay. And then I put a number out of the number.
So we should probably figure out like.
Male.
And then I'm gonna click fraction.
oh my god! We
So
did
that's
it.
the percentage for males with
Use.
W's and middle class.
Yes.
So now
Just put
same
male
Oh,
thing
my knee hurt.
needs to be done
My
by.
groin hurts.
You have
So
percent
we
there.
leave out them 80 and 41 to 8.
Darn it.
There's 41 females, 39 females, and 34 males. Okay.
So this is the class, that's equals.
I know we get to 50.
Is the brown out of gender?
Out of total.
Why is that red?
Because
Because
those
those are the
people
ones
died.
that weren't here or
I got one
didn't
for
get
eight.
that time.
Nice from you.
But there's no other.
You never said Taylor. How did we get
Well, when I looked directly at Taylor and asked
You
him,
looked at the computer.
no, I looked at Taylor.
Brown, all brown eyes,
Nine.
Please. It would make the world a better place.
Total.
Isn't this like a threat? Can he like get in trouble for this?
female and male
It's
eyes.
on my nerves today.
I'm over it.
You shouldn't be over it.
Why? You gonna fail me or something?
Definitely not.
I think the attitude has to go away.
I'm crabby, Mr. Schneider.
I know, but
I
taking
got
it,
like
taking it out on anybody else
Outside.
is not the appropriate way to handle
Well,
it.
that's how I appreciate it.
You need to change that.
I got like 3.5 hours of sleep last night. If that.
That's an average night for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that. Maybe like 2.
What?
I'm running on 6.
Equals
I didn't fall asleep until like
out of.
4. Something like that. I don't even know what time it was. It was so late.
Would you like me to do it?
If you want to, I
Well,
guess.
then I'll do it.
Equals that.
I can.
Hold on.
Where are these not in order like they were?
What?
Then do it.
Probably.
You know, she's another how to do it.
There.
You gotta change this. Oh, there.
Oh.
You have 7th graders that are 15 years old.
Say that again, Trevor.
According to this, we have 7th graders that are 15 years old.
That's nice.
How many of them?
All of the 7th graders.
Trevor, yeah, and
Something to include.
We have
yeah.
one that's 18. 15,
Oh,
16,
something got screwed up there.
There's an
Yeah,
18.
that's not right.
They must have not included that when they sorted.
Well, that's not very smart.
Something got messed up somewhere.
Here's the deal. The info may be absolutely 100% correct, right? But you questioning it is what you need to do. And you have that original document to go back to. Just go back and document. It's either right or it's wrong, and you know how to find out if it's wrong.
I hope not.
Can't do that.
Cause that's,
If it was anybody but you.
And you have about 8 minutes left.
Hey, Una,
actually,
is there a way that we can do a quick patch of all this?
Yeah.
Can you do it, please?
I don't know how to do it.
No, I know, but you don't
There's a
have
quick way
to,
to do it.
you don't have to wait till you home to get it.
Schneider's!
3 people.
Just a minute, please.
That I can see freely.
I've sent it to you, Jamie. Yeah.
We wanna do a pie chart of all these
831
percentages, but how do we get
Yep,
all
that's
these
you.
ones and all the mails
It
all
might just
together?
take a while for your phone
And then to have them
catch up with me,
separated.
but it's there. So we'll go from there, okay?
Make a copy of your
Huh?
sheet,
I
you
don't-
can move
if
anything
don't,
anywhere
did
you
you
want
get the
it.
other one the other day?
I got it, okay, so
You
do
didn't
one
get the other one the
with
other day either? Okay.
all
We'll
these
figure that out in a
percentages
minute.
in
Let's
pink,
finish writing out your note now, okay?
and then do the other ones in blue. So you
That's
have
so
the males
stereotypical.
and the males and the females, and then you can do something else to make them so you know that they're U, W, and what else speak, but I don't know how to differentiate that.
It's easy. You do one for females and do one for males.
No, but you have to have it all together,
No, you
like it
don't.
said.
You don't have to. What's that, Mrs. Schneider? Mrs. Schneider.
Graph okay.
I have a question.
Data is represented in
For our
an
pie chart,
appropriate
Do
graph.
we have to have all the data like together, or can we
That's going
separate?
way
like,
better
the data?
That's up to your group.
See, I told you.
But
Bam.
I'm questioning this because data is represented in a appropriate graph. A meaning one.
But I think there's an S at the end of graph.
No, there's not
There
actually.
should have been. Yeah. You could do multiples, you could do one, there's lots of, we talked about that too. Whether or not you could put all of this information in one chart, but would that be the best way to go about doing it? So what you need to do is decide whether or not what you're contemplating and what he's contemplating, which one of those is the best for your audience to get the information.
Do a male and a female.
It's easier to do that too.
Yeah.
And do a U, a W, and a widows.
Yeah.
Okay, I can go
Yeah.
where we at here.
So in total, you're gonna have like 8 charts.
You think it smells like dirt?
8
Okay.
charts.
But you can put the U for the male and the female
How many
together,
plants have
right?
grown here? Did you
No,
count those?
just leave them all separate because that's the easiest way to do it.
Yep, that's a
As
plant
Taylor
start.
can figure out.
But then we can't put like.
The percentages we have
4, 5, I
are
see 6.
the females out of just the females.
Okay. Oh, so we can't put the male and female together. 'Cause then it- I don't know how to help you with that.
It wouldn't work.
Wouldn't flash like
Yeah, so it doesn't work like that.
After
I did
I
it.
achieved it after that.
I finally did it. Oh my god.
Either really ill,
insert
6 plants
pie
started.
chart,
Peachy.
pie,
I like
select date.
eating
add,
pie.
What else? So how big are those? And do you know what?
email.
Do you notice the way that those leaves are already? You have the leaf.
Do I win?
Do you remember how Mr. Schultz talked about that, how to leave it and then it breaks out? So they probably-
Wow, that did not work at all.
Look at your plant in there.
Let's try again. Select data.
Can't you just click?
That's exactly what it's doing, isn't it? Look like little wings.
Bam!
Okay, but now you're gonna have to.
Look at us go.
E-T, E-D at the end, my bad.
This.
Yeah,
That's
E-D
all
at the end.
What are you doing?
everything works.
Yeah, okay, so what else do we notice?
Did you see the numbers
How's your
change?
dirt?
There it is.
Is it wet
I
or not?
did,
90%, that's what it says.
Did it.
and that's right. But that's not what we want the name to be, and that's not what we want the percent to be, and it's not.
You know what else I'd really like to know?
Not at all.
Does Mr. Snyder know if there's a thermometer
No.
up here somewhere?
Name.
Female
Should be just in front of Alex on the
Oh,
right
wow.
side. And it should be fairly
with
low.
The right door or the
The
right side?
right door,
U.
and probably knee high or lower.
On
That
this side.
says
In a
us.
plastic box.
Okay.
Toys R Us.
And then for
Plastic
this,
box.
Actually, I think now it's babies R Us.
Should be about right there.
Both of them.
Oh, is it both of them?
what should this be? Percent?
Nah, 90%.
No.
I don't know, but it's being stupid.
90%
Yeah.
It
should
says
go
a
on.
value of 100 page.
Is that the
Select all.
thing?
Oh, great. Name me smaller. Good job, Paige.
It got moved.
But this is 100%.
If it got moved, it might be.
What do we want it to be?
You want it to be 90%.
No, this is 90%. That little white part in there is the other
That little white part is a straight line.
of 10%.
Mr. Schneider, you excel with?
10% would take a tenth
I
of
need
it
to know
out,
how
so
to
it'd be
edit,
like
like how to
this.
type in this thing and it's not
Except
like.
that's triangular.
And then I don't know what to
Like
do.
this.
Join the club.
Oh, and there's a couple of them. And yeah, that's the same thing.
Oh, yeah, 'cause that's just total. That's not right, 'cause that's just. No,
That
that's
one's
the-
not right. Which part do you think goes in?
Alright, what are we doing?
Okay, let's not do a
This
project.
end? Yep, that's right, okay, so this is in.
My knee hurts.
What if we did a chart? One chart that you had like the bars of like two in this group, and that could be the U. So you have the male and the female together, and then you have the W and the male and the female together, and then you have the widow's peak and the male and female together. You know, like the bars. Let's just do that.
She's like, she's saying, alright,
Like
right here, right
they
here.
don't.
I got this. I've been dumbing down for
Oh, I know what you
18.
mean.
So what she's saying is,
You want a double bar graph.
yeah,
One that shows male and one that shows female.
for each like category.
One that has the U, the W, and the widow's peak. It can be all
Yeah,
together.
but 3 of them, so you got 3 of them, and you got male, and you got female, and you got another group, male, female, another group, male, female.
With the U, the W, and the
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
So,
3
like-
groups of male and female.
Yes.
But they're all like
So,
connected. I don't know.
Yeah,
My knees killing me.
so these,
Oh god.
That's the only one that's in
not that, not that.
Now you're on series 2.
Yeah, we want 5 minutes.
Does it let you type?
I don't know how.
Ouch.
Is this different than what we saw before?
Select data.
No, just like that. And
And then start. Alright, so when that timer's up,
Not
then
the
we'll
total.
look to see where it's at.
What do you want? Where it says series 1?
Right?
I'm still just gonna be one.
First click on series 1.
Right?
And then hit edit.
Yeah, you just leave it
Yeah,
there.
that's all gonna be
Oh, it's a
one.
duck. So when the duck goes off, then we
No,
know.
you can click more than one.
But, hey,
Hold on, grab the title.
Remember, collaborate.
I'll let her do it, fail,
There's that
and
blue button.
I don't know what I did.
Click that
Go
blue
back.
button, pull it out of the way, and then you can see
Good
what
one.
you're doing.
Why is there water?
There you
you went off
We
page.
don't
I
know.
know.
go. Series 1 is blue, so.
You know what we didn't do? We screwed up, James. We don't know where it started. Suppose it matters? Does it matter? Are we looking for the increase of where it was
First
to where
off,
it
you
is
did it
now?
wrong.
Or are we just looking for a final
Second off, you don't.
piece of information as to
Oh,
how
Okay, you
warm that is
type
or how cold it is?
equals 1
Because
plus
do you
1,
remember when you looked up zinnias?
cell rows,
How,
2.
how warm the
Get
soil
rid
needed
of
to be?
this, apostrophe first.
60 to 75 degrees.
We got one chart done.
So what happens?
Mr.
is
Schneider, will you
40
help us,
degrees.
please?
Do you think
Wow,
we'll
okay,
continue to
got
grow
it.
as long as it is? Or do we
How do we get
put
a
them in
graph
place, right?
that has two bars next to each other, one's male, one female, with the U, and then
Do you
one,
have that information highlighted?
I made it look.
it's already here.
Is it highlighted?
No.
Highlight the information you want.
Well, it was like very.
Click on the chart button. Pick that one.
Delete what?
Should do it for you. And you may have to right click on something and edit. That's what she was doing.
Mr. Schneider, can you
It
give me more
said
time?
series
I'm
1
getting
and
somewhere
series
and I
2
know what I'm
and
doing
she
now.
wanted it to say.
Okay, I
certain
will
things
allow him
instead
to
of
do
that.
that if you stop speaking in the first person.
It stopped like the.
Brooklyn once more time.
Are you not working as a group?
Oh.
Mr. Schneider. We want more
We
time.
figured out what we're
Did I
doing
get you there?
finally, and we
I
figured out a better graph.
I think
to
so, too.
use, And we would like more time.
Do you have your BS flag for it?
I do, but she's way too close. I might hit her with it.
Oh well, hit her with it.
Oh, yeah.
That would not be good.
I'm not certain how.
And then we're
we
just
do this.
snapping towels.
We're gonna have to ask
Okay,
Mr. Schneider.
so I get it, I found charts up
What
here.
do you want?
Does he feel like zeros over here?
That's gonna be all.
Alright,
Oh,
what's
okay.
male?
4 over there, 0 over here.
And it would
That's
show
what-
all.
So it's 40 degrees.
Celsius.
So like here, Asian.
So blue is female.
2.5 minutes yet? Okay. Happy
Is that data highlighted?
Oh, see, this one did it already. Separated the female.
Actually,
It doesn't match up.
Don't know why, but it did.
So it's 8th grade.
These two are this one and this one.
I think that might just be your preview and it's shrinking.
No, I put it down in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The yellow would have to go to Widow's Peak.
Are you making all like one big chart?
Yeah.
Does it
They
do
have
any
to
change?
What's this one? Well, I didn't know anything.
And you hit okay and you look.
Oh, yeah, because these are just really sad.
Wait,
I have no idea what's.
I don't know if it's because I have too much data.
We want that
I
actually.
go down here and I made them for right in this program.
well,
It's
no,
not too
we
much.
should.
It's, you should be able to make one that's
Spit, kiddo.
Prints that big one.
Sophomores, time out. Your time is up 3 minutes ago. And these people need to survey you. So, you're gonna give them your attention, and you're gonna give them the info they want, and then they're gonna be out of our way. Questions?
I have a question. Can our kids observe you to see how well you do this?
Sure.
Awesome.
Take notes, guys. Just kidding.
Just a minute. Now we're gonna listen. I know it's gonna
Who's
quack
all
in a
shop?
minute.
Raise your hand. Okay. What? Who's all shop? Raise your hand.
Oh, no, stop. I don't even know why you're doing a survey.
Oh, we're not doing a survey.
What are you doing?
It's not a survey. We're just getting t-shirt sizes.
Why?
Because Mr. Barker sent us on a quest.
See, all of that information should be explained to them.
Okay, Mr. Barker sent us on a quest because we are doing shop shirts, and
Just
the
a minute.
juniors kind of got put in charge of it because the seniors don't want to do it. So, yay juniors. So, we need shirt sizes.
And if you want to look at it, I can show it to you.
They would love to look at it. They'd also like to know the sizes and they'd like to know the prices.
We don't have prices yet.
So they're signing up without knowing.
Barker said to get shirt sizes so he can order more just in case too for people that don't want it to.
Are you in shop?
You're in shop, or
Do you want a shop
you can
shirt?
pass it on. Or
Okay.
a sweatshirt. You can do a sweatshirt too. Grab a sweatshirt and shop shirt.
Okay.
You can get both if you want.
Alright, you can stop that.
Mr. Snyder,
Hey, Maya.
do
Hey,
you
that's
have
my
a
alarm in the
tweezers or
morning.
anything?
I do not, but I bet there's tweezers in here somewhere.
There's in
Those
the
little
things.
green boxes.
Give me
yeah,
one.
tweezers.
No, don't give him one until.
I honestly don't, because it's very misleading.
See if they have
Like,
that.
ideally, what we would have to do is
We're gonna have Mr. Snyder look at this.
Ooh,
Why am I?
I'll just burn myself.
Where'd you get that? Hunter! Right now!
Hey, get the thing and light it on fire.
Really?
Yeah,
You have to sanitize it. You have to like try to light the thing on fire.
here, I'll show you how it's done. Give it here.
Here, I'll show you.
No, I can do it myself.
Okay, make sure you hold the very far end of the tweezers.
Oh, you got a little
This
battery
Yes.
over
Heat
here.
goes through
My
that
hands
pretty
are really
quick.
sweaty.
Give it to me.
Just let Taylor do it.
What do you say?
Please give me the lighter.
23. So we're at 23 degrees Celsius.
You have a low battery.
What are you doing?
Let me
Low
hold this
battery.
right. So,
You're gonna burn your
Yeah,
hand.
you're gonna burn yourself, Paige.
alright, do you know what size shirt you wear? You want me to look?
Oh, I remember this.
Mr. Schneider.
Give her here.
It's gonna be hot.
I'm gonna wash it off.
You can get one too. if you're
No,
not
don't do
in
it.
shop.
It's sanitized. Get water on it.
Well, I can work.
I'm
Once you put yourself down, go back to work.
Wait, I wanna look at them.
And then you want carrots.
Did you write that down so we don't forget? 23 C.
Oh,
Put water on
are they
it.
gonna have faces on them?
2,
Why?
3 C.
Your skin will absorb some water and then
Where'd you shop,
sprinkle it. If the water too long.
Oh, yeah.
It's easier to pour.
Actually, that's they're doing the entire
Surprise me. I'm surprised.
I actually like that.
I know, but I thought your mom would like make a glove outfit you or something.
No, I told my mom.
No, she has.
I would have shop the way I read and stuff, but.
Mason, what are you trying
I
to
just
do?
don't like
It is
the
silver.
Oh, that's really cool. It's actually quite cute.
Like if we took more time on just like instead of doing the solid length,
You got a needle?
Mr. Schneider,
we do like two cutting.
you know I tried on those charts, but it
Just
just won't work.
I saved up for one.
Then your data is bad. How long has it been since you saved?
Wasn't even gonna.
I just downloaded.
Why was it? I was just gonna do it.
Find out what that is.
Look at words. I get it like a needle.
Fahrenheit is the way we do.
I'm on to it.
Yes, Jamie wants one. Medium.
Would you like me to put that away?
Yes. Do you want it in a shirt? Or do you want a sweatshirt or both?
What do you guys do?
Do you want a t-shirt or a sweatshirt?
Just give it another
Or
try. The
both?
way
Sanitizing and tweezers.
Like, they're wearing sweatshirts.
Like this?
What do you need?
Mason needed a tweezer to get
Close that.
Or both.
Taylor took it, and I think Mr. Schneider took it back.
Long, you want
I,
sweatshirt? Okay.
I had to get a sliver out of my hand.
You do that, I'll be right back.
And before you two leave, come
Okay,
talk to me.
we need to get this data.
Three. Before you leave. I need you to log yourself in.
Mr. Schneider.
Yeah, like.
Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna go help Paige real quick. What do you need?
How do we fix this chart? Because we want some of this stuff in 3 and some of this stuff in 2. So we want group in 1, group in 2, and group in 3. 1 is the U, 2 is the W, and 3 is the what?
It's a shirt.
So you don't have things.
Or a sweatshirt, so if you want it.
I'm in,
On 3 and it shows.
Shocking.
I'm in the camera chair.
Yeah, but it's like, that's a whole entire shirt though.
Okay.
So it has every class on it.
Alex, are you good?
I'll take one.
And there's your range.
Okay, what size?
Large.
Yeah. So
Large
is
for
that,
t-shirt or sweatshirt or both?
you include more data in there to include what you want.
Honestly, I miss you being here every day just because I can.
So what we wanna find out is what 23 degrees
It's
Celsius.
amazing what you miss when it's gone.
Actually, it's not fully gone, so, I mean,
Are you guys done?
Yeah.
I'm waiting
Well,
for
I'll follow
Sammy
you out
to
in
move.
the hallway.
Okay.
I'll be right back, Jamin.
She's gonna go take care of those girls. Just 1 minute. She'll be right back. I don't know what. I don't know, buddy.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, Joe, you said that.
Insert.
Yeah,
too
I
much
know,
for my
but it's
little
also, I'm not referring it in that way. God, I'll start to yell at me.
Boom.
You did it?
Did something
I
right
was
for
like,
one.
I'm not
Yeah.
referring to
Victory
whatever.
speech!
Funny thing is, a lot of people joined in on it too.
Parker did.
Oh, it's Miss Heather.
Hey,
Tell us the song. It's in my head right now.
Where's your plug charging? Charger?
Give it back.
I have the darkest
You gotta leave
of
Center pocket.
What is that?
No idea.
my grandpa thinks it's lemon.
It's quite good.
It could be. Somebody stab you with a pencil.
I don't know. I might have stabbed myself.
100.
I did 11.
I was gonna leave it up there.
Okay, go for it.
Parker couldn't do the victory screech very much last night. Right, Parker?
Yeah, we had to,
Parker.
he needed tweezers to get a sliver out, but the tweezers is good. And if you burn it.
I feel like if you made that sound, your mom would just be upstairs and just faintly hear in the background.
It's
like,
Hey, Parker.
That's color.
breaks his skin and he gets.
That's color.
He doesn't get germs under his
Ooh,
skin.
you just made it orange.
So, like.
I don't know, I would have to listen. I usually
And
text
you
me
get
when
shot?
it's gone.
Is the needle all clean?
Ah, but is it the best one for the data?
Yes.
Erica. They rub it on
Parker.
before they give me.
How many times did you do the victory screech last night when we were racing? Every time I
Make 5 chocolates. Let's go. I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay.
23 degrees Celsius.
Actually,
But
it's
are you gonna put like what they are
Like
right there?
73.4
Yeah,
degrees
use
Fahrenheit.
something again.
Frozen! Look what you did!
Mrs. Schneider.
You can be quiet then, that'd be great.
And then 73.4.
Paige, you're gonna kill
That
someone.
number right there.
It's okay, she's almost died.
Degrees. And
I know,
then
You're having fun walking
Oh,
behind.
you should have.
Like all you've been doing.
I had to get stuff. There's a penny tails there, but I'm not picking it up because that's bad luck.
It's a penny, it's 1 cent.
Superstition
Like,
page.
How are you gonna buy with 1 cent?
23 degrees Celsius.
Nothing.
You get fun.
Okay, sorry.
We can't change these.
Or do you choose a series?
Yes, you can. Right click on it.
Total, yes, total.
And go to
No, we don't want a total. They're just the same thing.
click on series 1.
It just, yeah.
Click on
I got a
edit.
couple blue friends.
Type whatever the heck you want.
I don't know what you're saying.
Male, because blue is male.
So your computer was just having brain damage.
I didn't stretch it.
There's like.
Oh, for
I'm
the,
not stupid.
I know what we're doing now, I understand.
I got a bad
And
image
if
in
you
my head
remember,
about
it
that.
It happens.
needs to be in there.
Well, I know it's supposed to be.
This
Right.
right here needs to be in there.
Wait, so you always have to charge your phone?
What if this was 73 degrees?
No.
Do you have a good battery?
Yeah, I usually charge at night time. The last night I passed out.
Somebody else
It was
wants
like
over
90
and
degrees
goes,
cold.
Temperature of the dirt.
Where is the
What is that?
Wow, I got you down.
Why do you have the heater on?
What?
What? Are you cold? It's hot in here.
So
starting to get
this is
sick, like, all
perfect
these
temperature to grow those plants.
27
I was freezing
Celsius.
yesterday.
Outside.
But then, oh my God.
Last night when I got
What?
home, I
It
was
makes it
so
sound
cold like all night. Like I was like,
How long
There's a
does it
source
take
right
to
there.
grow the temperature here?
My
room
is freezing, but I love it.
Yeah.
Mr. Schneider.
Dude.
I can't sleep in heat.
Turn my heater on.
It's like,
Yeah,
I don't think it lasts.
last
We
night,
need to turn this in.
my room got like so hot.
You're done.
When I woke up, there was like
Turn it back
really
into that
frost
model.
bits
That would be a problem.
on my blankets.
Alright, so what else do you want to notice about this?
I love it so much.
Let's look up what a zinnia semen is.
We got all our scope percentages here. 3 divided by class. This is just for the
See if
eye
you can,
color.
yeah, look at
Yeah,
that.
see,
eye
that
color
works.
in the 7th grade class.
Nope.
So it's 45 minutes.
Before that was I start falling
Need a
asleep.
Mr.
How does
Schneider.
that work?
Know who I am.
That
So
didn't
what
work.
happens next?
Well, it worked for these, but it didn't work for the other.
Okay, we'll leave it just like that and then you can
Spread out
add
into
it
four, and it starts to spread out into six.
So we can
That's that cell division that Mr. Schneider was talking about.
Copy and paste.
How do you figure it?
You just want the data?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Okay.
Yes, it is male.
One way to find out, right?
Yeah, I understand.
I bet pages for mail.
That's exactly what is happening with your,
Why?
with your plant.
You were right the first time.
That right there is what's happening. So, the cotyledon, the true leaf.
Oh, dear.
Yes, you were right though.
So what we're seeing right now is the little leaf, right?
What do you want?
Cotyledon.
So click on the other page. Don't do any extra clicking.
That's interesting.
Click on the thing you want.
That
Okay, now go ahead.
Hit enter.
just the cotyledon that's breaking apart. Now,
Now grab the box. Type in the box.
goes right there.
I'm gonna click on the blue one.
Yeah, those true leaves.
How hard is that?
Man.
Grab the water, pull it down to the bottom.
Steal it.
Killer hard. Holy crap.
Damn it.
You are a genius.
Massively hard.
Now do it for the rest. Now do that.
Mr.
Do it for the
Schneider,
rest of us. Dance.
is there a different way to label, change them?
Yeah,
I tried
right.
to one of them, and change just the first one.
I have too much hair in my hair. Like, I don't
They're
know
all
where else
together
to
in the
put
same
them.
little box.
Like,
If
it
you
used to
click
just
on
be
the
like a
1, the
small
2,
amount,
and
but
the
also it just got like bigger and bigger.
Then you're gonna wanna right click and do the same thing. Is that
Over
data?
time, my hair part.
What do you want here?
More
What
on the
label?
side.
You
I'm just like,
doing
this
with
is not good.
Are
Like,
those
all of this, like,
here?
Yeah.
They're there.
It's so not good.
You can try doing the same thing and then just highlighting that.
We need
With these going this way and those going that way, I don't know if it'll work. But you can try it.
Boys, do you guys need help getting started? Rest my face on the desk.
So right click and then select data.
Yep.
You
There's,
are.
there's no changed labels in there, right? Okay. And you want the 1 to change, so click on the 1 and hit edit. What do you want the 1 to be?
I can actually take a nap now,
Or
but
go
then
click
once I
on
get home, I'll just be like,
Either way.
wow, I got so much stuff.
Wow. Last time we didn't do that.
I can sleep
Didn't
2
click
hours,
in
just
here,
go to
did
bed,
you?
9 o'clock,
And make it
now
turn
I'll
blue?
go to 10 o'clock, then I
No,
And then hit
I can
edit?
take another nap.
You clicked in it, then I made it
I'm
too
gonna push
blue.
my back in the window.
Okay.
Put it back in the window.
Should work.
If I'm on
Alright.
deal.
Is that
Yeah, it's working. I just gotta
working? You
move
got it
all
all
the
figured
charts
out?
down. I just gotta move all the charts down so it doesn't.
kinda crazy that some people have
Mr.
like really
Schneider,
long eyebrows.
it's just
Like
changing
Daniel
that
has really
first
long
one still.
eyebrows, like
Still just changing
like
the first
very long, there's a lot
one. I
there.
clicked on the blank
Or more
spot,
goes to the
did it
middle
again.
But it doesn't matter, you're a boy. Boys
Sugar
can
all
have
your
eyebrows.
So, click on the first one, click
Man,
on the
there's some
U,
boys that are just blessed with nice eyebrows.
and hit OK.
They're on. And I'm just like, wow,
And hit
I
OK.
know you don't do anything, 'cause you're a boy to them, so.
And then change the whole,
I got nice brows.
Dude,
Okay.
my cousin can grow yours.
now,
Same.
Put text
can you,
box in.
can you start over? Can you right click and click on 2 and
You guys are
change
just
2 to
jealous.
a W and get the
Hey,
U to stay?
maybe he wants to be like Anthony Davis.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like square. and
Dude,
that's-
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is a baller.
It doesn't easy to read those
I'd say
Just a plain.
Jamie and I grabbed some
Jeez,
scissors.
that sounded like death.
I know.
Text
Like that
W.
old lady off of SpongeBob, the one who talks and is like, wow, I turned into acid.
Chocolate.
They're
They're selling chocolate.
Like, it's only sometimes you're like normal tone like this, and then someone's like.
You should have heard me last night after the game. I was trying to say hi
Is
to
that bad?
Hunter.
Are you guys all done?
I couldn't.
No, we're
He's like,
hey,
Trevor, how about you?
Say hi to me.
Hunter Lance.
Trevor.
Yes, Mrs. Schneider.
Are you focused and done?
No, he's not.
Thank
Haley,
you,
I
Haley.
sent it to you. That's what you
That's
told me
cool.
to do.
If you right click on it,
What more do you want?
Trevor, your
like
legs
you
are
have
so
edit
long. You
labels or
literally
something.
kneel on the ground. while
Gracie,
sitting.
are you focused?
I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it.
I'm on a roll,
What
baby,
about the
I'm
pull
on a
down? You have
roll.
more options.
It's nice
than
that you're on a roll. What about your partners?
Well,
Seventh
we
dibble.
can't really all be on the same
Horizontal
Excel thing.
value.
Right, but they should be a part of it. While
We
you're
know
they are.
working, you should really be
Hunter.
Category access.
Okay, well now I'm changing the chart title then to.
That is exactly what you should do.
Oh, God.
And all that does is
Depends
let
on
you
what
change
you
colors
find.
and it
Now I'm
doesn't let
going
you
to
change
the
type.
female.
like any of
What about access
With
Way
options?
easier.
attach your
Oh,
logo.
and there's text
With
options.
without attach your logo. Attach your
And one of them is not changed
And I'm
with any
deleting our
text.
old crap because
Got
it
a
sucks.
text box in.
There, go ahead.
Now
and do
Hunter's
that.
going to read out to me if my numbers
Why
are
did my
correct.
husband watch the high school?
Brooklyn, have you learned nothing? We don't delete old
You
stuff.
can make vertical text
Yeah,
for
you
No,
low,
we don't.
line of custom
Whoa.
angles.
Parker, don't encourage deceit.
But it's the best way.
Without.
Make a text
so
box.
this is
I'm
And
not staying up.
then you have to take your text box or your chart and you have
How
to
late
merge
did
them.
you stay up last night?
Daniel, are you talking out while you're doing it?
What
They
time?
know what we're doing.
I was
Are
up
you
until
talking
4.
out while you're doing it?
Probably even
I
5.
don't get done
Beat
then.
You
that.
need to, so that they're a part of it.
I'm just doing.
I was being
I
tired.
couldn't go to
I was
sleep.
I already knew, but I knew I
Yeah, but
had
she
to
said I still need to
because
talk about
I already knew.
I couldn't.
said, listen. Just got up and got dressed.
So like,
I couldn't
you're
go.
not intimidating when you yell, Daniel. You just.
Alright. Yeah,
I
I'll
get more
take care
scared
of
when
this.
babies get mad.
I'll take care of that too.
Do you
That worked right there.
I actually like when Amy yells at me because I'm
I'm
just
not
like,
scared of hers. I'd rip her head off.
Oh,
actually, I think that's a good thing.
you can put in another one, or you can put all three of them in that one.
Highlighter. That way they'll stick out so we know what they are.
Make it go below it.
Just a minute, Mason.
You're better off with one.
They're both gone.
Oh, what
In
happened to the
between
Newton ball?
classes, I texted Riley and he said that he's lost and can't find the door.
Probably hasn't even moved out of his bed.
We're
Because
done.
he texted back of like, where are you? Home? Sick?
Okay.
No, I'm lost and can't find the door. I said, oh, okay, hope you find
Okay,
it.
we're done. Okay, so now.
Now I'm just putting these in.
Isabel's always gone. Like, I told her one day, I'm like, you're gone from school a lot. She's like, I've only been absent for like
6 divided by
2
8.
days. And I'm like, maybe 2 full days,
Yeah.
but otherwise you're gone a lot.
See now I got this.
Like, I'm not gonna be gone.
I'm not
Like,
gone
I
a lot.
hate being gone from school, even if it's for something like that I have to.
You just made it wider and
Especially
you on the
Wednesdays.
bottom disappeared.
Now I'm.
I'm gonna be gone for like a whole week pretty soon here.
Like, I'm about to have a heart attack. 'cause
Good.
don't we you missed.
There
Where are
it
you
is.
going?
No, it's an 8A for one act.
Um,
So that needs to change how?
And I'm going to get next
I think I'll
year.
just put a P there.
And the year after that. And then my senior year, we're going back down to we're going to the
I
Bahamas.
wouldn't hit two.
I think your U
For
is behind it.
vacation.
I don't think your U is in that box.
I didn't do the entire time.
I've been there. It's not that great.
Yeah, I've been there 3 times.
There, look.
We went to
Click out.
the races.
Can you
The only thing good about that is the stadium. It's just really
I probably got
That's
off.
pretty good.
Yeah, like that. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. So click on that little box, the text box, and control click on your chart, and then you cross your fingers and hope they all get you.
Although,
But we can't go again because I'm the only one that rides rides. That's it.
although
There we
I
go.
listened to the
Full
phone
chart.
and
Now
discussions.
control and click on your little table.
Yeah.
Crap, doesn't work. Okay, now we need to go to,
Are we going to Louisiana this summer for the church thing?
Precise doesn't mean rough. Okay, so this is
I have to
so
go
we
to
want to
the
make that, and you can
you're
use,
gonna format
or should we just get rid of that?
somewhere in
Should
June.
we
I have
also
to
add
go
more,
in
should we
July.
just get rid of that?
nothing like I want.
Just
I
delete
don't know
that
if we
one.
can do it, but it'll be okay. Until you make some.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like we're gonna be allowed to select them both and then merge them.
And
Young
the
people,
bus.
the word roughly should not be
I mean,
used
you want a bus there?
in your data.
With a whole bunch of different people.
So when you're doing percentages, make sure that you have enough intervals so that it's not a guesstimation
How
of
do
the
we add
percentage.
Hey, can you put the percentages next to the bar?
Probably not.
Yes.
Alright.
So are we about ready for a group discussion on your
They
data?
are,
Give me about-
they are, they just
No,
don't
we're
know it.
not.
Mrs. Schneider, I don't think we are ready. You just assume that we are.
Mrs. Keller, did you get a second to look at that Word doc I sent you?
I sure did, and I emailed you right back.
Okay.
Mrs. Schneider.
What is that? Is that a coin?
I'd make minor green.
Happy?
They're in a betting
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa, the user really close.
Okay, there we go.
Don't kick it.
This is kinda cool because that's what
I
we're
said that
seeing.
like too much, like in
Alright,
time
we're gonna
where
have
it's not
group
even.
discussion.
I just
Okay, so you
say
take this away and then you can listen to the group discussion that we have.
we
Yep, you
are
don't need your computer just yet. You can turn it off, yep.
Oh, well.
It's the mouse and the snake.
Yeah. Gorgeous, Hunter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do you think about the beard today?
I just love the beard today.
Hunter,
I trimmed it a little bit.
Hunter.
Can you really?
I can't, cause I don't pay attention.
Dang it. Over to professional. Here, where'd you sit back?
Marvin.
Hunter.
Hey, he's
Marvin the Martian was
Hunter,
not.
can you just shave it?
It says right
Hunter.
here.
Just that
No,
little
Mrs. Schneider's not
part
Marvin
right
the
there.
Martian. It says Marvin.
Right next to it.
Marvin.
Had a Marvin.
Oh
I
god.
just turned it last night.
So bad.
What page?
How come it doesn't grow very fast?
He's a boy.
Use this hair growth stuff. Make
15.
it grow faster. Well, it should grow faster.
He had a beard like 8th grade.
Trust me, by the time he hits 20, it's going to be like once a week he has to do it.
More than
Oh,
that.
probably more than that. Probably like every other day.
Well, like, seeing how fast it's growing at 15,
Just be like,
it gets itchy even with just the little stuff.
It doesn't get itchy right
I
here.
don't-
It gets itchy when it gets out about another
Bottom
half
and
inch.
then right next to your ears.
I'm gonna.
You don't even
It
have.
doesn't get
I'm
into
trying to
it.
get it
Erica
full
Preston's
first.
already starting his beard. He's starting.
Erica,
He got the mullet already and then he worked on the side.
Erica. I'm working on.
All because of Erica.
General.
All because.
I don't know. It's fun.
Okay, major,
Actually, it's
major
100
unit,
right
uh,
now.
You know what else is fun?
Beard like Hunter.
Picture now. We don't teach them.
Yeah.
Enrolling in races.
Your dad don't have much either, does he? No.
I'm pretty sure.
You don't need to say, don't say.
Erica, I haven't seen Dean in a while.
I saw him yesterday. She was something like that.
just like.
Why?
Because Dean's
How many
awesome.
times you see him?
How many times have you seen him this week so far?
None.
You see him today.
I haven't seen him since like last week Wednesday.
God forbid.
I know, it's like a week, Hunter.
Seen who?
It's a long time.
Someone should hear me.
What, do you got a session with him or something?
What? I just like Dean, okay? He's my best friend. Like him more than I like Erica.
Oh. So that's why you hang out with Erica.
Yeah. I think I was just to see Dean.
Dean's a cool guy.
He is.
Dean's a cool guy.
Get out of the way.
So is Lurie.
I don't know, there's a lot of cool dads in our room. Like, I think Parker's dad's cool.
Your dad's
Dad's
cool.
cool.
Parker's dad is dope.
Your dad's shop is awesome.
No. Gracie's dad and Parker's dad, when they get drunk together, that is awesome.
Mason.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Gracie. Your dad literally is like, tries to mow around town.
A purple mower.
Yeah.
A purple one with a bunny on it.
What?
Yeah, it's like a rabbit. The company's like rabbit something, so it has like a little bunny on it.
And what?
It's dope though.
Ty, would you do me a favor and go turn off one of the lights, please?
Yeah, good idea.
And then we can just like decrease it.
You're small. Not that stupid.
Okay, wait, how do you do that? How do you do that?
Oh, it's Class Dojo.
Where's my...
They're in order.
Haley's got antlers.
Wait, how the heck?
I knew Haley had antlers.
Could you guys turn me around towards the screen if you don't mind?
Isabel's going to unibrow.
Isabel's gone and
Team high
Riley's
fives are
gone.
key.
Make sure Haley she can see.
has lots of
Check to
lines.
see.
Where am
Turn
I?
me up a little bit more. Perfect. Thank
Oh,
you.
Gracie
I just got
Oh, I'm cool.
Nice.
Sophomores,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And check
act
out
like you're in
what I'm
school.
doing for you guys.
Sorry.
That's what a kid thing up there.
You seen this before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what this is?
No, on the,
I have them.
Okay,
ClassDojo.com.
can you see that?
He goes
Still?
pink and
a
fuzzy.
little more to the left. Perfect.
Mrs. Keller said we're supposed to check out what she's gonna do on the.
14. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, no, just for your team.
Oh, just for my team? Oh, just kidding. Why are you selecting me?
Who did I select?
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, Daniel, Alex, Taylor.
people in charge of the
Who did I miss at the front table?
I'm assuming.
Probably Haley, right?
Yeah.
Whoops, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Good job, Trevor.
Oh, take the fun away.
Thank you, Mrs. Keller.
Thank you, Mrs. Keller.
Not touching nothing.
Really ugly one-eyed reindeer.
Oh, good job, Tar.
Is she doing that?
She's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing that. And I need to go find Haley because I am going to give points for participating because those were the people that did the computer work while other people watched.
I helped.
Actually, can I?
See,
So did I.
Yeah, hang on a second.
I'm over.
This makes
This
me
is not even fair.
Hang on a second.
I'm a little bit salty.
I am frustrated now.
Just
Hang on
listen.
a second.
Just listen.
There's also another side to this.
Hey Ty, would you do this old lady a favor, please, and turn off the other light?
And if I was to pick a student and pick needs work, I have all of these options.
Nice.
Plus,
Oh,
I can
mine's
also
one for
create
Mason.
more options
Oh,
anytime I
whatever, I
want.
helped.
So, we can give Jamin a point because he did a good job today. This is a classroom management tool. This is typically
Good job.
incorporated in your 9 weeks grade. How much do you think this should be of your 9 weeks grade? A lot or little?
25.
Pick one. A lot or little?
Little.
25.
Little.
What?
See? Most people say,
I'm just
most of the
not saying
kids that are always on task and work hard say a lot. The kids that goof around usually say a little.
It just depends
But-
on what the day is.
This thing is both a carrot and a stick. It's good for you if you behave. It's bad for you if you don't.
If it's a lot, then I think we
So
would
it's a
behave
carrot
better.
on a stick.
So, I think most of your parents would have a cow if more of your grade was based on your behavior than your science.
My mom has a cow.
I think your
every time she
teachers
looks in-
would have a
in
cow
Moto.
if that was true. So that's not gonna happen.
25%.
I think somewhere between 5 and 10 would be plenty.
I agree.
And I don't think we need to decide today. That's what my chemistry class decided first thing yesterday. And I kind of agree with them. We don't really need to decide that right now. Let's figure out how many points we have at the end of the quarter. And then we'll decide how many points this should be worth. That sounds like the most sensible thing to do. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So somewhere between 5 and 10% of your grades can be based on what you do in class. Helping others, collaboration, all those 21st century skills that we talked about. Being on task, being on time, getting your junk done when you're supposed to have it done.
Yeah, junk.
All of those things. Work skills. Things that are going to either keep your job or lose your job. Things that will get you a raise or get you fired. I think those should be some part of your grade. Okay? So these will be in there. Probably, where are we at, Wednesday? Friday, I should be able to bring you a piece of paper that helps you sign up so that you can see and your parents can see all of your scores and all the times that you got points given to you and points taken away. It's cumulative. So if you have a -5 today and you had a +5 yesterday, tomorrow at the beginning of class you'll have a 0.
And you all know too that, just like Parker said, every single day is different. I mean, today Gracie ran her toe over on the way out of the yard. She may have a bad day the rest of the day.
I thought I did, but I was like,
Haley had a terrible day the other day, and it didn't just go to bio. It went everywhere. So, I mean, we all have bad days, and we all have good days.
And you're going to have it tomorrow, so you might want to learn to deal with both of those kind of days.
I say the only option here is to go up the river, not across the
So,
street.
I heard my name.
the next thing we need to do is look at your stuff.
I'm only gonna
You must have said
I'm only gonna
halfway.
make it halfway up the chairlift.
I'm sorry, said what?
Oh, I thought you were this.
Oh,
I just can't have
You're
this.
the commander.
So.
I'll send it to your K-12.
I'm pretty content with mine. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I don't even see me.
If I go to Edmodo, and I go to your work,
We're gonna have a conversation.
Demoted.
We're gonna, it's called sharing out, Jamin, right now. I'll tell you when you need to put your coat on. I'll be honest with you, not right now. At 27 minutes after.
Taylor, are you working on Paige's computer?
No.
He's working on his, but we both have the same document.
Paige just turned it in.
Yeah,
was
he sent me
last week.
the.
That was like last week, Friday.
So if I want the one that you just got done working on?
You want me to
He
turn
has-
it around?
Everybody upload their new stuff, please, to Edmodo.
Okay.
Who already did?
I haven't yet.
I think I did all.
Brooklyn's at the top, we'll just pick that one.
I haven't resubmitted yet.
Uh-oh.
If one of
Alex
the
did?
crew members turned it in, we have to say we tried.
I'm working on it right now.
No, huh?
My teeth hurt.
So only
You said your teeth hurt?
Yeah.
Banging that thing around a little bit today, Gracie.
Okay,
I
I'll
told
open
her
up mine
today.
now.
No, I'm
Yeah.
tired.
There's some teeth that
Did you
come
say
out.
we do have to say?
No, I
Haley's
think
yours
right
up there?
now.
I think she's fine.
Because
What do you think?
He can kneel and sit on a chair. I can't
Oh, yeah.
kneel. and
You are
sit
just
on a
amazed
chair.
with this, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
My freaking
I don't
knee.
have long legs.
My knee.
Trevor, how tall are you?
Alright, people.
6'1".
Why is that one not on there?
What one?
6'1".
Who are we looking at here?
We're looking at Haley's.
All right.
Because at first you said, I think I'm 6'1", and then Haley's like, what
That's
one? And I
all
was
of
like,
our
6'1".
Okay, hang on.
Everybody should be paying attention to the big screen now.
You want me to go to Dimples?
That's our charts for the dimples.
And that's got everybody. There's 8th grade, there's 7th grade.
There are some more above it.
All right, so I have a question
Oh,
for
okay.
you.
There we go.
Have you done numbers plus percentages?
Yes.
In the chart,
No. Yes. Well, so
it's okay.
it is on our. We have all of those things on the bottom, so it's in those documents. So we had to figure out how to get the charts from those documents to all just be the charts.
So you're working, I know, but you're working on a tech issue then, right? Because
Yes.
those percentages and the labels should be within the chart itself,
Yes.
not outside of it?
I
Okay.
didn't know how to do
Let's
that.
give Trevor credit for doing all the cleft chin ones.
Oh,
Not all of them.
Except for male and female.
Alright,
So you did none.
in the highlighted area,
12, 11, 10.
Trevor, now listen.
I need the group up front to be quiet for a second, don't answer. I need the rest of the class. What information is in the highlighted area?
Male dimple.
Hey, you didn't give it 15 seconds.
Good point.
God, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, you're gonna get us disqualified.
So,
Parker Killer.
we've had time to analyze a little bit, had time to think, what's in there?
Information.
I'm not exactly sure.
What
Yeah.
information?
I'm not really. I'm kinda confused.
The dimples and whatnot.
I'm confused on the two
There's
percentages.
blue males
Yeah,
and there's orange
me too.
dimples.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Wait, why
at
does the
all.
one on the left say male and one on the right say female?
You're a genius.
Guys, you're listening now so that
Yep.
you can recognize the stuff that you've done wrong
And
and
what's
fix
the
your stuff.
35 and 41?
Yeah. And the percent.
And what's the 1
So
and 2 on
time
the bottom
out,
of the
time
chart?
out, time out. Can you figure out what the 35 and 41 and 46 and 54 are?
No,
Oh,
no.
they
I
do
know
have
the-
a range, don't they?
Is that a range?
I don't know.
So,
Oh,
Males?
I know what it is. Okay.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I
But I
just
know what it is because I'm me and I'm a numbers guy and I'm a science guy and I analyze the crap out of everything. I need to know what you know. This says 35. Somebody's not at the front table. Tell me what that 35 means.
How many males are?
There's 35 males. And the males are
The blue.
the blue. What's the orange?
Females.
Well, we don't know because it doesn't say.
Dimples.
It says dimple. And it says male dimple. So the orange is
With that.
To be with
Your
dimples.
forehead, your forehead says
So how can there be 41 people with, how can there be 41 males with dimples if there's only 35 males?
Yeah.
Maybe the,
That's a really good question. Stop time out and think about it. How can there be 41 males with dimples if there's only 35 males?
Maybe there's 41.
Stop time out, stop time out. You're not thinking with your mouth running. I'm almost positive of that. Okay?
Synthesize in your head what's going on.
Okay,
I
so
believe
there's,
you. Hang on a second. Parker. Why? What? How can there be 41 males with dimples if there's only 35 males?
Because some of the people were absent.
Incorrect. Nice try though. Oh.
Thanks for playing.
35 of the males don't have dimples, while 41 of them do.
no.
Ah, was that clear?
No, but it's.
Brooklyn thinks Daniel's wrong.
Definitely wrong.
Brooklyn thinks he's wrong. Hang on a second. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. First of all, we did not test 76 boys, Daniel, just so you know.
Good point.
So I think that it's 41, there's 41 people, out of all the people we tested with dimples. I don't know why they're putting the 35 males total, I don't know. I'm just thinking that there's 46% of the males have dimples, and there's 41 people with dimples, so then, yeah, I don't really know.
So both of them had something pretty darn logical and good, and neither one of them quite got it, did they?
No.
Brooklyn came up with 41 and 35 means we tested 76 males, and,
That was me.
That was Daniel.
or,
Right.
that was, our whole high school doesn't have 76 males. We know that. There's not even 76 people in our high school. You add 2 more classes, we might get there. Right? What's the total number of people we surveyed?
82.
82.
Minus some.
So,
Minus like
these
7.
numbers either have to add up to 82, or, how many males did we survey?
35.
You sure? Your numbers back that up?
Yeah, we got
Or are you pulling that off of here?
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna throw a flag on your wanting to know that. I think the chart needs to stand on its own.
It does, but
Okay.
I'm talking about how you can double check things, and information that you have at your,
Exposal.
We surveyed 35 males and 30 females.
Do you know how to spell that?
35 and 30, so we surveyed 75
We
people and
surveyed
6 were
40.
absent.
7 were absent.
7 were absent to get to 82.
Exposal.
Okay, so 35 is the total number of males, and you have access to that information, and you've been working with this, you should maybe know that, right?
Yeah.
Is there a 41 in your head?
I think, isn't that like the amount of males, or I don't know, because some people weren't tested, but that's the only thing I
That
can
could be
think
the
of.
total number
That could be
with
the
them.
total. That's what I said.
As soon as I went to, there were probably 35 males total that got surveyed. I went to, I wonder how many females there are. Okay, there was 82, and I don't know how many were gone, but I came up with the numbers that he had. 35, 30, and 6. Right? So we should have 65 people in this chart?
No, we should have 35 people, because that's just male though.
We should have
So
75 people
we
in this
tested
chart.
40 females.
No,
It's
because
just
that's only testing
males.
males. Because
Okay.
we only need 35.
So, why do we have a 1 and a 2 here?
It's probably supposed to be.
This should tell us that information right there, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
This should tell us what the blue is and what the orange is. So I'm thinking that 54% of the kids surveyed had dimples. Is that what you got out of this information?
Or
I
the
took
people-
54% didn't.
I'm so confused.
It's confusing.
You have the data. Go to the data and tell me, do we have 46% of our males that have dimples? Or do we have 54% of our males that have dimples? Or are both of those numbers wrong? You have the data, you should be able to just look, right?
No.
You should be able to do a real quick sort and
No,
have
we-
that info
we
in less
can't
than 30
because we don't-
seconds?
Yeah, I have
Their
it right
stuff
here.
is tied to, their sorts are tied to their charts. So,
16 out of 35 have dimples in the male.
16
Out
out of
of
35, is that 46%? What's 16 times 2?
35, 32.
32, so that's probably 46%.
Yeah,
16?
it's 40.
I'd love to, Haley, Ty, Trevor, what were you thinking here
Like, when,
in this? What's the info, what do you view up there?
well, the 41 is everybody with dimples because.
Males and females?
Yes, because I messed up because we messed up on that. And, I don't know.
Is it okay to have that information in the same chart? How many males and how many total?
Yeah.
Sure.
I would say it's okay as long as,
Yes.
You'd have to use a different type of chart or
I would make males and females, and then just put a total number of dimples or something as text,
Or you could
but that's how my brain works. You could do bars.
bars, whatever.
You
I
get
look-
one bar with all of them, and one bar with males, and one bar with females.
I look right away though at their title, and they've already specified that the information in the chart is nothing but male dimples.
Exactly.
So, in my head then, I want it to be linear to just that information.
Exactly. It's okay. There's 1,000 different ways to display this information, isn't there?
Yeah.
You could do bar charts with males with dimples, males without.
Why did you guys
Females with,
choose a
females
pie
without.
chart?
Because it was the easiest to understand.
For who?
I
For
don't
who?
think it is.
That's
Because
okay.
we were talking to Mrs. Keller about like bar graphs and stuff, and we said that like this only shows one thing, and like a bar graph shows many different things, so it's more confusing to understand.
Yes. If you're gonna show 2 things, a pie chart is a great way to show 2 things. If you're gonna show 7 things, pie charts, maybe, maybe not.
So Haley, a great way to explain that isn't that it was easier for you to do, but it was easier for your audience to understand.
Okay. How important is the title?
Very.
Yeah. Because you send people's brains down the wrong avenue, they're not gonna find the right stuff.
Wait, so should the male dimples should have been the chart title, or what?
Correct.
Depending on what information is in it, yes. But if we're gonna have information about everybody, we shouldn't have male dimples as a title.
It should be
If we're gonna have
male.
male dimples as a title,
male
we should have
compared to
information about
everyone.
everybody.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Is that all? Yeah, that's everyone.
How many of you violated that? Now that you look back at all your stuff.
He did.
Don't look at that one, that one's messed up.
You
This
notice-
one's even
oh.
worse?
Yes.
This looks like a 50-50
I'm
here.
just gonna roll it wrong.
Yeah. Okay, now,
You must be in
are you
Russia.
learning from this?
Yes.
We're not getting any analysis done, but we're getting charts talked about. And charts and graphs are kind of big on ACT tests and things like that.
Kind of
So
important.
this is kind of important. Okay? What are we doing here?
I so wanna throw a flag on the data
It's
here.
wrong, don't even talk about this
The
one.
data's wrong?
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah,
Why don't we go down?
Well, but everybody needs to notice here as well, that we can tell that the data is wrong simply because she's already told us this stuff over here, and I'm pointing to the one on the left.
41 of them.
Right, and then over on the right, she gives us 50% and
41 and
50%.
50, 41 and 54.
Right,
One of them's gotta be.
so that comparison. What do you think about the colors? Let's look at the application of colors and stuff like that.
Good point.
I would say the colors are good because they stand out. to
They
each
do.
other.
But, if we're gonna talk about this,
Maybe you should have
You
different
would want to.
colors.
yeah,
Red.
they're all the same colors, how can we refer to one and then the other
No,
and back
it's
and
not
You
forth?
could get confused
Not yet.
really
It
I'll
can
let
easy.
get
you know.
really confusing. If this was purple and yellow,
Then it would be good.
then you'd know the purple yellow one, the blue green one,
I also really want it to be surrounded by black lines, but that's just a me thing.
Yeah.
what's surrounded by black lines?
The rest of them are down with.
Oh,
The rest of them are probably wrong.
Okay, I need to look here and say 12th grade, blue, 12th grade, 11, 21%, okay. Orange dimples 79, so 79% of the 12th grade has dimples. Fact or fiction?
fiction. Cause we don't know for sure.
12th grade. Grade dimples. Dimples.
I don't know what we're having for dinner, but it doesn't make dinner fictional.
Yes or no?
I suppose we should check them out.
I would say that's probably.
8 out of all of them have dimples.
8 of the seniors have dimples.
Yes.
Is there any way that 8 could be 79% of the seniors?
8 divided by 11.
There's more than 11 seniors.
Not in our
There was
data.
11 that were there though.
Yeah.
That we
Not in our
collected.
data.
8 out of 11 is probably 80%.
72 point.
8 out of 10 is 80%. 8 out of 11 is probably 78 and change. Round up to 79.
No, it's 72.77.
You guys, this is a
Is it?
perfect example too of why you have somebody else look at anything that you write or stuff you put together. Because what is going through their three minds is they put those titles and charts and stuff together up there. In their head, they're completed. Blue means this. Doesn't everybody get that? And you know that we aren't. You have to play for the mass audience, not just what's in your head.
That's an intrinsic bias when you build charts. That's something that's in you. You did it, so you understand it. But does everybody else? I would not have typed 79% right there. How would I have got that 79 to show up?
Put it in the chart.
I would have typed an equal and gone and clicked on the dang number.
Yeah, it needs to be in the
Then you
chart
can't
somewhere.
do it wrong, and if you go back and find out, oh crap, I did it wrong way back where, and then you
they'll
go
change
fix it, that one will automatically fix itself.
Now you gotta go back and change everything then.
Now you gotta go back and change everything.
Always assume your audience are idiots.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth, Taylor.
Our friend Dr.
Sorry.
Jill, who studies mouse brains and runs a multi-million-dollar lab at Stanford Research, when she puts together a PowerPoint, she starts with the very basic, simplest stuff. Because even the other PhDs that she's talking to don't know what she does. They know stuff, but she has to get them step by step by step into the complicated stuff that she does. She can't just jump into the complicated stuff. So she has to start with building a chart for idiots, and then go from there.
That one's wrong.
That one's probably wrong. Anything that's 50-50, I'm gonna question.
Yeah, that
Oh, you're correct. Mac is going to go to sleep.
Alright. Did you find errors in your stuff?
Yeah.
Did you find things that we just talked about that probably applies to you?
We need to get our percentages in our chart.
Do you have percentages in your charts? That's a good one, Daniel.
Look at mine. Mine's perfect.
I
And we
doubt
could
it.
color it in the charts, like the color of the eyes.
Look at it. It's
Here's Haley, Ty, Trevor. You've got ninth Dimples. Do you remember two that you need to do? And maybe it's somewhere else, but I'm just asking for devil's advocate here. Do you also have that ninth grade split out to males and females? So I can find out how many ninth grade boys have it, how many ninth grade girls have it, as well as the total for ninth grade? Okay.
Question.
And everybody needed that. Everybody needs gender per grade plus the holes.
Oh, we didn't do the whole. Yeah, we did.
We have to just do per grade.
How are you gonna get percentages if you don't have the part and the whole?
You can't.
We don't
You
have
can't,
the whole.
because percentage is always the part divided by the whole.
We have a whole for each class.
Just listen, Jamie, we're having a class
Are you
discussion.
sure? Absolutely positive. Sure.
We'll go with what you said.
Parents, do you wish you could be like the cool kids or what?
Dimples and the count.
For what?
All of the
I
different
am this one.
Tuck in your shirt into your sweatpants.
Oh, I do that
Would be an
when I put my
equals and go
sweatshirt on.
over
It's
to
my
the
shirt
chart,
doesn't come up
click
when I
on
put my
it.
sweatshirt.
That one would have been an equals.
Everybody look at
I did
this
that to all my
too.
shirts.
So
It's wrong.
I'm different issue, kiddo. I'm gonna go in and help them, and I'm gonna change this chart title. But that is a picture.
No, you're, you need to download it and then it'll work.
I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you can't edit on mine either. Cause you're
That's-
so online.
The nature of the beast.
Because you're in the online version, I do it all the time, so what's up with everybody else? That's weird.
We're just stupid and we can't figure it out.
Problems with computers.
Where would you like to go?
Maybe our computers are
I think
so
we need
stupid
to
and-
spend a few minutes figuring out what you need to do.
I can't
Can we
even
work
break
on
this.
this in our, now, like, in,
We'll end up
out of
doing
class?
it.
This
Only
time?
if you're all three together.
That's creepy.
We can do that.
Us two are never together.
Yeah.
FaceTime.
Gross.
You can only FaceTime one person.
You know, I've never.
Actually, you
I
can't do
FaceTime
more
one
than
person. Oakley
I
Spouse.
FaceTime
Actually,
one
Alex,
person
no one else
also.
can
I
do
never
it.
FaceTime.
Oakley FaceTimed me while he was at my house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn Heather around.
Because he started FaceTiming his dad, and I was like, oh wait, no, you can't FaceTime your dad right now.
I gotta get in and go through and do all of that
Wait, why can't we
before I can tell you anything.
How many know how?
The
Have you done
time
all that?
difference, I think.
Yeah.
And he said he's not supposed to do it unless
Your
says he
partners
can.
do all that?
He was not.
Except for what I just made today.
And get that back up to, the web so that you can.
The discussion we had the other day was telling, though. I mean, who all was gone? The basketball players were gone, right? But it was telling. Youth got thrown under the bus 14 ways from Sunday. It was kind of funny. It really was.
That was at the beginning of class.
Who got thrown under the bus?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
And then you told my story.
One of Alex's partners said that it was Alex's fault that she couldn't do what she was supposed to do.
That was right.
I laughed at that.
I think I threw Erica under the bus.
Jamin, we're having a class discussion. That's what we're doing.
You didn't. You weren't
All
there.
right, I'll let you know when
Yeah, I
you
was. That was
Yes, you
secret.
might have
been Isabel.
So,
Lies.
Mary,
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna
Let's
ask
do
her
it.
how the Seabiscuit was today. Oh, I was gone because I had C team.
Yeah.
Paige and I.
Guys, how's Seabiscuit doing?
Schneider said we were like one of the best.
I know, right? Even though we
Time
went
out.
to each other, we still trust it.
sophomore,
Oh.
I don't think we want you working on this out of class.
Oh, thank God.
Because I don't think you're gonna have the whole group present, I think one person's just gonna do it. And that doesn't help anybody except for that one person, and if that one person happens to do it wrong, it doesn't even hurt them, or help them. It actually hurts. So, we're gonna have to give up a little more class time, but not a lot. You're gonna have to get this done in the first 20 minutes of class.
What? I would've gone 15.
Why can't you guys just go through at 20?
Then I'm gonna need to work on it outside. Then we are going to need to.
Sophomores, you may not work on this unless you're all in the same place.
Okay.
You will have 20 minutes of class time to modify,
Just a minute.
and then we move on.
You did already.
We're gonna use it. Make sure you're looking at the rubric. Because like, even the group that we looked at up there today, they didn't meet some of the rubric's requirements, right?
Why do you hate us, Mrs. Schneider?
I know it. It's those darn pesky requirements.
It's weightlifting for your brain, people. It's not supposed to be easy.
I picked things up like a big
What? No, not yet. About another 2 minutes.
I love that Planet Fitness
We have
commercial.
to.
I asked Trevor a question.
I'm gonna sit there and watch my rose game.
Nope, not yet.
Did you
You
measure
look like you're
how
ready.
tall your plant is?
Who?
Jason. I will make him. He looks like
How
you.
tall your plant is?
Oh, dang it, it was off.
You measure the height,
I'm gonna see what it says.
air temperature, or ground temperature.
We didn't do the size of the size of your plants.
We'll have to do
But-
that next time.
They're about an inch. Each of them is about an inch. All right, young people,
Alright.
you bother me.
Erica. He said he's had back to back 30+ point.
How long is it gonna take you to get
You
your
what?
quota?
He said back
You
to
get
back
your
30+ point.
Yeah, you get your
Oh,
quota.
dude, same. Ouch, you
Jared
have a
Cross.
bully.
Would you like that?
I don't like him.
Who's that
Me
number
either,
5 kid?
he's so cocky.
Chase Gordon.
Chase Corton scored 45 points against us last night. Yeah.
Mr.
And
Schneider,
now you're
you
not,
root for
so we're even
Heimer
on the
Harold
floor.
at all?
Why are you so hating
No.
on me today?
You deserve it, Brooklyn.
You don't?
Nope.
Oh, man.
Oh, never mind then.
Now you're enough.
Chase and Bailey.
I have a Snapchat.
So do I.
The girl
Oh.
that played at High
Why
Harold.
did you do that?
He's probably eating that hot
Silly.
Who?
I don't have
Mr.
to.
Schneider, do you know how those hair typing?
Mr. Schneider.
Hair typing?
I don't mean to brag.
Bye, Taco
I
John.
made the most beautiful
What's
Google
taking
spreadsheets
Oh, really?
document.
JDK 1100 or something like that.
113.
You'll have to check it out.
So,
I don't know. Okay, what?
same cost section back here. Oh, yeah. Stupid Excel.
Young people, you need to put your chairs back, the desks back.
Oh, I thought we just got full eyes. You knew we were trying.
Like a lot more.